Hello, and welcome to Nonverbal Communication. I'm Heather.
And I'm Tristan.
And today we'll be discussing effective ways to succeed in an interview.
Let's take a look at an interview between interviewer Brooke and interviewees Drew and Margot. We'll discuss what went well and what didn't.
Hi, welcome.
What's up, dog? I'm Drew. It's good to meet you.
Oh, hi.
There are several things that have gone wrong already. Let's first talk about how Drew is dressed. We see here that his shirt is untucked and he is wearing shorts, which is far too casual for an interview. According to M.R. Barrick, J.A. Schaffer, and S.W. Degrassi, appearance plays a large role on an interviewer's impression of you. Furthermore, Drew's greeting was inappropriate for this situation.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, I'm Margot. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Margot greeted Brooke with a professional handshake and a pleasant smile. Perfect. According to Hollingsworth, composure is the third most important factor that employers look at during the interview process. Margot understands that, according to Heslin, an appropriate form of touch during an interview is a social/polite touch, which includes handshakes, versus Drew's hug, which was more of a friendship/warmth form of touch. Now let's continue on with the interview.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. It's really good to meet you. I'm
Oh,
excited about this.
excuse me. You're sitting in my chair.
Oh, that's my beat.
Drew is invading Brooke's territory by sitting in a chair that is clearly hers. According to Lyman and Scott, invasion of a territory occurs when those not entitled to entrance cross the boundaries and interrupt, halt, take over, or change the social meaning of the territory.
So let's get started with the interview process. So Drew, why do you want this job?
Now let's discuss what went wrong. Drew's volume was extremely loud, and he used a lot of vocal segregates, which are filler words such as and like. Also, Drew grabs Brooke's hand during the interview, which is inappropriate due to the fact that we are a no-contact culture, meaning that interpersonal distance is greater in the United States. Hence, touching someone's hand shows dominance and intimacy. In addition, notice Drew's lack of eye contact.
Margot, why do you want this job?
I would absolutely love this job.
Notice Margot's smile during the interview. A study done by Ettinger and Patterson discovered that applicants who smiled more were perceived by the interviewers to be more motivated to work. Margot gave great eye contact during the interview as well. According to a study done by Hollingsworth, eye contact is ranked under composure as an important factor that employers look at during an interview.
Why do you feel like you'd be a good fit for this company, Drew?
Wait, what?
Here we can see the expectations violation theory, which is when violations of behavioral expectations occur. Your response is based on the valence of the violation and how rewarding you perceive the violator, meaning that Drew violated Brooke's expectation of how a proper interview should go. Drew's display of texting and failing to pay attention emits an unfavorable response from the interviewer.
So Margot, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I am from a small town, like tiny town, and
Margot uses referent-related gestures, which are gestures that provide more specifics to her verbal message. For example, when referencing where she was from, Margot holds up two fingers with little distance in between them to show that the town was tiny. By using referent-related gestures, Margot is able to add more meaning to her message. In this clip, Margot is exhibiting the communication accommodation theory, which explains the shift toward or away a conversational partner's behaviors in order to identify or gain favor with the group. In this case, Margot uses mimicry in order to gain favor with Brooke. Wow, what interesting interviews. We noted a lot of nonverbal cues.
Now let's take a look at what exactly we noted. According to a study in 1985 by Gifford and Wilkinson, the best way to convey motivation and social skill is by focusing on nonverbal cues. The best way to exhibit social cues is to use gestures and smile. The study also found that higher social skills perceived by the interviewers are a sign of general motivation in the workplace.
According to a Yamada study, results showed that 86% of the subjects who used favorable nonverbal cues were recommended to be hired, and only 19% of the applicants who did not use favorable cues were recommended to be hired. Thanks for watching.
And remember, be a Margot, not a Drew.